Hello everybody, back with another knife review. Today I'm going to be reviewing two Blackhawk blades knives here. So here they are in the original boxes. So on this side I have the Blackhawk Point Man in a plain black, and on this side I have a Blackhawk Hornet 2 in a plain black. Both are very awesome knives. This one is model number 15PM 01BK, and the other one's 15H201BK. Alright, so let's start with the Point Man first. I've had these knives in my collection for a little while now, had a chance to play with them. Alright, here it is. So the first thing you're going to notice when you pull these out is the G10 check ring. It is extremely grippy. I'm hard pressed to find anyone who's going to let this one slip out of their hands. It's ridiculous. In fact, I wouldn't even ask anybody to put this in their pocket, especially not with the clip. This will tear any fabric up. It's ridiculous how grippy this knife is. And I've been handling this knife for months now, and it's still grippy. It's unbelievable. The blade is a Teflon coated black. It's kind of shiny actually, so but you can tell it's very nice belly on this. A little bit of a grind here on the top. Jimping here is pretty much non-functional because of the coating that's actually rounded off, but the jimping here is like sharp to the point it actually hurts your fingers if you dig into it really hard. Jimping on the choil, not only just the actual liner lock itself, but the actual handles as well. Jimping back here, jimping on the tail here. I mean, the ridiculous amounts of jimping. So the pocket clip is 4-position mountable. So you got a lot of options there. This is AUS 8. Oops, right here. There you go. AUS 8A steel. One of my problems with this knife is the lanyard hole, or kind of a lack of. I don't know what you'd thread through here, but it's kind of minuscule. Not much in here. Liner locks up very tight. Comes out very quickly, and dual. Very friendly on both sides, and because of the thick handle here, and even though the pocket clip's up here where my left hand needs to go if I want to open it, it doesn't impede it. I mean, it's not like some of the other knives. If you watch my review on the Makusta katana, you'll know what I'm talking about. And plus, this is so grippy that you can hold on to it and still be able to flick this blade out with no problems. Now, the Hornet 2 is going to be basically the same knife, but just in a different shape and slightly smaller. I believe this is a 3.5-inch blade, and this will be a 3-inch blade. And you still open this up for you. You can tell how much smaller this knife is. But overall, this is very grippy still. Clip is 4-position mountable. Still that same stupid lanyard hold here. AUS 8A. Black Teflon coated blade. Nice, comes to a nice point. Both these have very good blade shapes to them. Good amount of belly for cutting tasks. This one just comes to a sharper point for stab or stabbing attacks. The jimping is equally good. Now this one doesn't have the jimping on the blade, but still the same jimping on the handle. Very, very hard cut. I mean, your hand it does not come out of there. It is the best jimping I've seen on any knife ever. And it's all over the place. It's right here. It's right here. It's underneath the choil. Some on the liner lock there on the back. I mean, ridiculous amounts of jimping. And this blade, oh, and by the way, it has a couple holes cut drilled in here. I'm not too sure what that's about. Probably lightening up the blade or whatnot. There's a blood groove right here. You can also close this with one hand. This liner lock is actually stiffer, but comes out just as quick as the other knife does, or the Point Man does. You can close it left-handed. Same thing. I mean, beautiful. This is a well-balanced knife to me. I mean, it's not biased too heavily. I mean, maybe a little heavy toward the blade, but I mean, it just feels nice. Both of these do. Now, the Point Man is going to be a little heavier. Obviously, it's a slightly larger knife, slightly longer, more blade material, but just beautiful knives. And I can't stress how nicely these actually swing out. So, I mean, just nice. Love them both. So these are very sharp, although I will say they're not as sharp as I expected them. They could be. I would say you might want to touch up the blades a little bit when you get them. I mean, I've owned a couple Benchmades, and Spydercos are a lot sharper than this, but the tip is actually very pointy, very sharp there. But these are going to be imported. As you can see, it says Taiwan right on the blade there. But very nicely done. The pocket clips are not the best I've seen. They're not flimsy, don't get me wrong, but they're not the best I've ever seen. But they will hold. Although I probably would not recommend you using this because this will shred your pants pocket. Both these will. I mean, this is just ridiculous amounts of a grip right here. So pivot screws are adjustable on both. So if in case you don't like the way it swings open, tighten it or loosen it up to you. And great ergonomics. Both these are just extremely great ergonomics. Even with this little weird shape right here, it still fits in my hand very, very well. So, all right, well there you have it, the Point Man and also the Hornet 2. All right, have a good day.